Tag team action now as the Don Callis family members, the Murder Machines, face off the Grizzled Young Veterans. We are back in Las Vegas, Nevada, and making their way to the ring right now is the Murder Machines. We'll take a look at Brian Cage. He stands in at 6 feet, weighs in at 268 pounds. He is the former Ring of Honor television champion and two-time Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champion. And you've got his tag team partner, Lance Archer. He stands in at 6 feet 8 inches and weighs in at 289 pounds and hails from Hearne, Texas. Lance Archer has been all over the world. Throughout the United States, both these men, tough individuals and have a lot of knowledge and experience, and they have been an unstoppable force thus far in the AEW Tag Team division. But here come their opponents, the Grizzled Young Veterans. Hail from the United Kingdom. It's the team of James Drake and Zach Gibson. They held a total combined weight of 401 pounds. Drake stands in at 5'11", whereas Gibson stands in at 6'3". And I do believe that these two were the catalyst to the downfall of the Acclaimed. And tonight we see these two tag teams in action to determine who will be facing the Hurt Syndicate for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Two impressive tag teams now about to kick things off. Oh, and Lance Archer already. Oh, but Zach Gibson, flying armbar there. Has it locked in? Can Lance Archer break out of it? Oh, he does. He rolls Zach Gibson over. Oh, look at those punches. Just throwing them hard. And look at this, a forearm smash. Lance, oh, Brian Cage gets in the ring with a beautiful clothesline. But did you see that suplex by Lance Archer to James Drake? Look at this, Brian Cage now. Oh! What a Death Valley driver there by Brian Cage, and already things are kicking off to a rough start for the Grizzled Young Veterans. Tags in Brian Cage now. And now, oh, a shoulder tackle there off of the top rope by Brian Cage. Zach Gibson went down. And now Brian Cage now will tie up, Irish whip into the ropes now. Oh, flapjack there by Zach Gibson. And now Gibson taking control of Brian Cage. Kicking away at the thigh of Brian Cage now. Trying to immobilize him. So then that way he struggles to move. And look at this, a House of Pain stretch there by Zach Gibson. Brian Cage in trouble now. As Zach Gibson, oh no. Brian Cage now breaks out of the grip of Zach Gibson. Into the ropes. Clothesline to the back of the head of Zach Gibson. I think Zach Gibson got a bit distracted there by Lance Archer. Went for that grounded drop kick there, but Zach Gibson managed to move out of the way. Tie up by Gibson. Oh, armbar takedown. And Zach Gibson's in trouble. Now he's just stretching the arm out. Hyperextending the shoulder of Brian Cage. And look out here. Another armbar takedown there. Arm control there by Zach Gibson. And that's one of the strongest points of Brian Cage, is his strength moves by lifting people up and slamming them. And if he takes away the body part that's at its peak to be able to use those moves, that might immobilize Brian Cage and give the Grizzled Young Veterans the upper hand. slams Brian Cage's head into the top turnbuckle. And now hyperextending the forearm now. Oh, that's gotta hurt. The referee's back was turned there as he is sourcing out the exposed turnbuckle pad. Brian Cage now slams him face first into the floor. Sorry, into the canvas. Oh, what a big boot there by Brian Cage. Tags in Lance Archer. James Drake is also tagged in. James Drake now. Springboard crossbody lands perfectly onto Lance Archer. And look out here. Irish whip into the ropes. Ducks under. Leapfrog. And oh, what a beautiful arm drag there by James Drake. Here it comes now. Going for that suplex. No, Lance Archer gets out of it. Release German suplex. And James Drake is thrown across the ring. Lance Archer Irish whips James Drake. Oh, beautiful slam there. Almost a black hole slam by Lance Archer into the big boot. And then an elbow. And again. Lance Archer in control now. Spine buster. Down goes James Drake. 1. Oh, just a 1 count there. Lance Archer destroying James Drake as if he was a young rookie just starting out. Tags in Brian Cage now. Going for that shoulder tackle yet again. Gets it. Lands perfectly. James Drake is off his feet. There comes Zach Gibson now. Oh, what a spinning back elbow there by Zach Gibson. Brian Cage now. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful head scissors takedown there by Brian Cage. There goes James Drake. And now here's the wrist lock there. Into a German suplex. Down goes Brian Cage. Now he's stomping the back of the head of Brian Cage. Now he's waiting for him to get to his feet. What is Zach Gibson waiting for here? And look at this. Goes for the armbar. Oh, look at this. He's got the Kimura in. And Lance Archer breaks up that submission hold. Oh, and there's a neck breaker, and down goes Zach Gibson. Lance Archer now needs to get back to the outside of the ring. Zach Gibson now. Elbow there by Brian Cage. A little bit of miscommunication there between Lance Archer and the referee. And maybe Don Callis as well. Forearm smash there by Brian Cage. Just throwing them away there. Zach Gibson now whips Cage into his corner. Got wrist control there. He's on the top rope. Oh, what an armbar takedown. Almost like an arm breaker there. Here's the cover. 1. Oh, just a 1 count there. As Brian Cage just managed to get his arm up. But it looks like Zach Gibson is determined and deliberately trying to injure Brian Cage. Don Callis now is getting in the face of Zach Gibson. But now Brian Cage is in control. He's holding him up. And down goes Zach Gibson. Brian Cage now tags in Lance Archer. Archer's now in the ring. Oh, but he's met with Zach Gibson's elbow to the face there. Zach Gibson now neck breaker. Down goes Lance Archer. He's in trouble now. Here it comes. Inverted suplex. Down goes Lance Archer. Zach Gibson now with the cover. 1, 2, kick out by Lance Archer. And now look at this. Armbar takedown. Into an armbar. Submission hold there. Lance Archer now in trouble. Don Callis now getting into the face of Zach Gibson yet again. James Drake now assaulting Lance Archer on the ring apron there. The match is starting to get out of control now. Both of the legal men are going after the opposing size tag team partner. And oh, look at this now. Zach Gibson now going for that Kimura yet again. Neck breaker there by Brian Cage. Lance Archer now picks Zach Gibson up. Oh, he choke slams him there. Here's the cover. One. Oh, and James Drake breaks up the pin attempt there. Tags in Brian Cage now. Flying head scissors there by Brian Cage. Oh, went for a somersault plancha, but he missed it. Miscalculated the location. Lance Archer now clothesline to Zach Gibson. And now Brian Cage is back in the ring. Look at this. He has Zach Gibson. Oh no, Zach Gibson reverses it with a Hurricanrana. And look out here. Armbar takedown. Into that Fujinari armbar yet again. Brian Cage now in trouble. He hasn't tapped out. Zach Gibson with the cover. One. Just a 1 count there. Brian Cage now must be hurting with his arms. Oh, what a clothesline there. Down goes Brian Cage. Now here comes James Drake. He's stomping away on Brian Cage now. What's he gonna do here? He's gone to the top rope. 450 splash. It lands. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Oh, kick out there by Brian Cage. James Drake now. Springboard moonsault off the bottom rope, but Brian Cage rolls out the way. Goes straight after Zach Gibson now. Zach Gibson now has been incapacitated now. Brian Cage back in the ring. Oh, what a side slam there by Brian Cage. James Drake doesn't know where he is right now. Look out here. Oh, what a move. And James Drake is being pinned. 1. But Zach Gibson manages to break up the count. Followed by a clothesline by Brian Cage. 1, but only a 1 count there as James Drake kicks out. Picks James Drake up to his feet. The Murder Machines now look like they are becoming a dominant fixture in the tag team division. Oh, punch the gut there to James Drake. And Lance Archer now throwing those punches. Oh, punch to the gut there by James Drake. Rakes the eyes there. Springboard drop kick off the ropes. No, Lance Archer pushes James Drake out of the way. Sidewalk slam there by Lance Archer. And James Drake is in trouble. Jawbreaker there by James Drake to Lance Archer. And a forearm smash. Sorry, a punch to the face there. And Lance Archer's in trouble. 1, 2, kick out by Lance Archer. What an incredible tag team match this has become. And now James Drake now targeting the kidneys of Lance Archer, followed by a forearm smash to the face. Here comes Zach Gibson now. And Lance Archer in trouble as Zach Gibson has control of the match. Oh, jawbreaker there by Lance Archer. But kick to the gut there by Gibson, and leaves him with a bicycle kick. Now Zach Gibson waiting for Lance Archer to get to his feet. Jawbreaker one more time. And now look at this. Lance Archer now. Oh, it's going to go for a power slam, but was reversed as Zach Gibson managed to break out of the clutches of Lance Archer. Here we go now. He has his leg in control now. Resting it on the ropes. He's targeted every part of Lance Archer's body. Now he's going after the legs. Neck breaker there by Lance Archer. Elbow drop there. Down goes Zach Gibson, followed by a leg drop. And again, the second one. Tags in his partner, Brian Cage now. And look at this. He throws Zach Gibson to the outside. What's he going to do now? Kicks him to the gut. And, oh no. Zach Gibson breaking out of it by punching the head of Zach Gibson, Brian Cage. Left with a bicycle kick there. Oh, headbutt there by Lance Archer. And now both men coming back to the ring. Double axe handle. There goes Zach Gibson. Lance Archer now. Oh, arm wringer there by Zach Gibson. And now he's focusing on the shoulder and the elbow of Lance Archer. And here comes the Kimura. But Brian Cage managed to break it up there. And he's going for it again. Brian Cage has him. Oh, Death Valley driver. Lance Archer now. And down he goes. There goes James Drake. He's been driven off the ring apron. And Zach Gibson could lose this. But Gibson gets hold of the ropes. And Lance Archer can't quite believe it. Tags in his partner, Brian Cage now. Clothesline. Oh, what a beautiful discus clothesline there by Brian Cage. And Cage now is in control. Look out here. Go for a suplex though. Jack Gibson now with a chop block to the back of the leg. It's been a back and forth match throughout. And now look at this suplex coming. Oh no, into a pile driver. Oh, there goes James Drake. And could this be it? 1, 2, 3, and it is. The Murder Machines take up the victory. Outstanding performance there by the Murder Machines. They have now gained their championship title shot against the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. That's going to take place on the AEW pay-per-view Dynasty, and I am looking forward to that championship bout. What a match.